Hi everyone, it's Odette, crafting as Evil Mom Lady. I just wanted to do a 2020 bullet journal look through, mainly because my style of bullet journaling is a little bit different than a lot of people that I've seen. I'm more of a collager. In the past, the way I've done my bullet journals is that I use these composition notebooks. Basically, you can get it at Walmart or Dollar Tree. I'm always intimidated at wrecking something, so I always feel like it's too precious. In the past, I've done this, but I just kind of wanted to show you the layouts of what I've done, specifically developed over 2020, because as you work on things, you grow and you develop, you see what works better for you. So I've found kind of a way that I like it towards the end, the way that I like to set my monthlies and my weeklies. So as you can see here, this was my 2020. I started it right out the front with an index. I didn't do a 2020 cover page. This is a little bit different. For last year, I did a year at a glance. I just did a cut and paste from some freebie calendar that I had, and then turned the page and never referred to it again because I put the month on every monthly layout, and then I would just refer to that. So my future log, which a lot of stuff happened and changed because right around here is when the pandemic started and quarantine happened. So a lot of this stuff ended up not happening. But I like this collage thing that I did with the paper. And then here we come in with my word of the year. Family word of the year last year was nourish. I had some goals here. Those are family goals, and then personal goals. And then I had a book page, which obviously I didn't keep up with. But here is our first layout. When I first tried to do it, my goal is to keep up to date with, I took French and I'm trying to keep up my Arabic. So for every page, I was trying to keep up the English and add the Arabic name of the month, the French name of the month, and any kind of listing I was trying to do. I was trying to have the three languages side by side just to keep it fresh in my head. And right off the bat, I knew I wanted to try the thingy where you put the washi tape along the edge of the page because it's so much easier to refer back to a month. I started out with my January spread. Just used some stickers. I had a to-do list. I was trying out different layouts. I had my, days of what was coming up on the whole month. So I had like a whole monthly spread. And then I had my tracker. And I just was not that great doing the tracking. And I just felt like it was taking up a whole space. So you'll see, I think I tried that for a few months. And then I just was like, forget it. And you can also see here my monthly to-do. I just wouldn't refer back to it enough to have a monthly to do. I'm more of a weekly kind of person. This was in January. I was still playing around with different designs, and this was my layout. So I really like having the columns to list everything because I have a lot of stuff to do. And you can see in January, I was doing very basic stuff, did not have a lot of decorations, did not have a lot of quotes, mainly because I was crazy busy with the kids homeschooling, and also I was taking classes. It was my final semester. I had a lot of school stuff, and I was really focusing on finishing. Same thing, really pretty boring, but highly functional. And then I started with the stickers. So I wanted to use stickers. I got the sticker packs from Michaels, and I found that they didn't have what I wanted. So I ended up just kind of creating my own on my Cricut machine. Started incorporating those. Again, no special fonts, just writing. And then came to sticker sets I wanted to create for future months, specifically the ones for my schooling and also for my homeschooling. And then kind of tracking what I wanted to do, self-care for myself, and my February spread. So with each spread, I decided on a color. As you can see, January was that kind of turquoisey color. February, of course, was red. I started doing quotes, kind of changing up the days to just focus on important days rather than on the whole month. And again, the same languages, and cutting and printing out the monthly view. My monthly tracker, which it was getting better, but I still didn't like the referring back and forth to that. And then I started using horizontal planners, and it kind of worked. For me, I found that it gave me less space to put the things I needed to do. But, I was playing around with it, using my stickers that I had printed out for myself. Same thing. Started using the planner stickers from the book. Same thing. Printing out. Tried to start using these weekly trackers to see how I was going to do. Didn't use it very well. It's always an act in progress. It's always a moving, changing thing. So some weeks, some months things will work, some months they will not. And then switched right into March. And here's where I started putting in my art. I said, you know what? I want to start collaging. I want to start adding my own style rather than trying to do the fancy prints and fonts. And I also made an effort to use what I have. French, Arabic, printed out calendar, my important days, a little bit of artwork with the green, and then you can see right here, habit tracker, which was completely not used, and I think I started giving up on it, but went into the weekly calendar. As you can see, I was back to my column ones, using my stickers, motivational things. This, I feel like, was a little bit over the top, but again, I was playing with it. I had a bunch of stickers I said I wanted to use. Went for it. Different things I was doing. Again, columns. Got my different things going on here. Another spread with stickers. To-do list for the week. This was far more effective for me, the weekly to-do list. And then blend right into April. This is where I said, well, I'm leaving this open in case I want to do a tracker. Ended up not doing it and just left it blank. But you can see I'm starting to do the collage. I started going through magazines and pulling out stuff that I wanted to use. April's was pinkish. Started tracking, using up stickers. Tried to start tracking the moon again. Did some, artwork of my own, like some collagey stuff that I kind of enjoyed doing. I was playing around with some dies and some stamps that I tried. The problem with using this kind of paper is the stamps and inky stuff just bleeds right through. But I said, use what I have. I'm going to try it out and go from there. Started putting motivational quotes and things in this corner. Started tracking. Really went overboard on this one, as you can see, because I made a mistake on the design and had to cover it up somehow. I don't know why I felt compelled to use that many stickers, but it's okay. I was playing around with it. I wanted to see what it would feel like, and flipped right into the next month, which was purple. And now I'm getting a little bit more. I'm still trying to figure out what to do on this page, but I've got my printed calendar. I've got my moons. I've got my important dates, and I've got some motivational things here. Playing around with stencils, got this washi tape down the side, kind of playing around with what I'm going to do with this page, and then into the month, trying to use up the stickers, create stickers of my own, tracking stuff, writing stuff. My big thing was use what I have, let's get it out of the way, right into kind of busy week, so no artwork. These are the most motivational things, and they're literally from these packets of Truvia. It's hilarious, because each one of them has a motivational thing on the back that I just love. So I would cut them out and put them in here. The moon things, I started searching my stamp. This bled through, but I didn't care. Had some catalogs that I cut some stuff out, matched the purple. And then, again, that kind of turquoise color again for June. And now I started making a spread of art with a quote. This kind of appealed to me. Again, it's collage. These are simply cut out from magazines, and I just looked up a quote for myself. And then again, using stickers, using printed stuff, tracked the moons, had my dates, again, my Arabic and my English dates. And then you can see, wow, an entire week of no planning. So this is what I'm talking about of you play around with it. This was covering up a mistake. Another one of those sugar packets. I was playing around, and this was like my weekly to-dos that was huge. By this point, I was done with school because it's June. So I had graduated, finished, turned in my grades for the class I was doing, and I was starting to work on my writing. Motivational things, still using the beautiful stuff that I like from the magazines, stickers, post-it notes, stamps. So just trying to use what I've got and take it from there. We had some other events happening. I was trying to track my word counts. That didn't work very well. And then the same thing of using this. This time I wanted to use the blank spaces up here, and I just love these shades of blue of the ocean and the sky, so I was using those to motivate myself and to make me happy. Stampers. And then right into July. July is now when I start going high hog. I said, I've got this whole page, may as well use it, and I had gone through a bunch of my old gardening magazines, literally from years ago, and I decided I was going to cut the pictures that I like and just dump the rest. In July, we went orange terracotta. Put this spread, had the month, There's my quote, important days, and my Arabic, my French, my English, the printed. Started adding different little artworks and pieces. I just wanted to try the collage and still plan out my stuff. My oranges, I found some other stickers, and Sunday became my planning day. The next week, some fun stuff that kind of died until we go into August, which was purple. Cut out this magazine, had the quote, the motivational quote, the pictures. I just am really kind of developing my style now later in the year, and I'm really, really loving it because collaging really I'm finding is what I love to do. Again, using my stickers, I tried to track my social media that I was doing, more Arabic stuff with the purple and tags. I started tracking my branding and my social media, and I tried to use this. I didn't like this because I hate turning back and forth. Started doing some cool stuff, tracking my daughter's schooling, more purple stickers, kind of a purple theme. I started doing my daily tracking because, as you can see here, I wasn't tracking daily. I was actually writing the same stuff over and over again on each day. So I started doing tracking the daily stuff that I was doing on the bottom, which then you'll see later became stickers that I made. The same thing with the purple and the whites. We're getting near the end of the month. Here's another catalog thing that I pulled out. Some planner stickers, still doing my column. I really like this layout. More of those purple flowers, and then September is blue, and I love the blue spread. So this is where I start playing around with putting stuff in the seams. My quote, the same things, and I started putting in the important dates on the calendar as well as here. Again, my blue spread, you can see my dear husband, my daughter, my book was released, my first book. At this point, I was playing around because I got the new Sprocket printer. More blue. We went to San Diego to pick up my daughter. Trying to do some affirmations here. Feeling pretty good about it. Started using quotes. And these are stickers that I basically printed out for myself. I have sticker paper. I just downloaded pictures that I liked and printed them out on my printer and then cut them out just with scissors. Collage with the papers, and then of course October is orange. We're getting into fall here. Same spreads. You can see this is now a new thing that I'm trying out with the papers. Loving the collage. Started using washi tape because I remembered I have 50 million of those. And here's my orange. Tea bag. Stickers that I made, stickers from the planner thing, sticker that I printed out. So I'm using a full plethora of stuff that I've got, and more stickers, motivational things, and it's so easy because it's just straight, and magazines as backgrounds, catalog picture, motivational. The orange theme just goes through and it's kind of blends all together so beautifully. And then November was brown. Now I'm starting to use more collagey things, the magazines. This is brown packing paper, the printed paper. I tried to tie it in here with my quote, important days, and here's my moon. I have die cut letters for the big shot. I've got my browns and my black, kind of a collagey look. The same thing. Catalog, I kind of like this picture. Motivational, the same picture, still playing around. My kids came home for holiday. More brown, and this is where I kind of went nuts here with the collage. This is so many layers, and I just said this is something I just need to start doing. So going forward into the new planner, I'm planning on having an art collage either somewhere in my planner or on another composition book, because honest to God, I just had so much fun with this. It was so great, and I love how it turned out. And then December. So December is so traditionally red and green for planning, and I just said I really want to go bold. It's kind of the end of the year, kind of letting go of 2020, moving forward into 2021. And I just said, this I just had from a magazine, and I just said I'm going to use it. So that dark black with those bold colors is the way I went. I played around with some stencils, more stencils, my important days. I started using some stickers that I was digging up. I'm still trying to use up everything I have. I probably will be using it till Kingdom Come. That dark navy blacky blue with the pops of red. This was a catalog. I had a scrapbooking paper pad that was about planning that I didn't even know I had until I went through. And I also am starting to track the moons now. This blue and green. Did a writing retreat for myself. And then this was in the middle of the month. I started realizing, I've got a ton of pages left. So I said, I'm going to start using extra pages, which is really what a bujo is really all about, is putting all your stuff in here, your life stuff. So I tried to do a plank challenge with my kids. That didn't turn out very well. I started doing the Christmas gift list just so that it's always available for me. Here's the next week. You can see that theme of the blacks and the dark purples. I started trying to track the weather, tracking next year's bujo spread, the stuff I wanted to put into it. We were doing a landscaping project. This was the last week of December, just what happened. And again, I just wanted to jam it all in because I wanted to do the January spread. And then these were the goals I worked on with my family and with myself, my husband, the kids, planning out next year's bujo spread, some business ideas I want to work on. And then this was the last week of December. I just went 4 days because I wanted to start January and different things I wanted to track. It becomes your reference. And then what I always do is I always have my backwards tracking. From last year, some stuff I wanted to do, things I wanted to track, things I wanted to document, some projects I wanted to work on over the year, articles to do. I like to do artist trading cards, so I was looking at some different things I could do from ATCs for all, some business ideas. I started quotes here and then ended up doing another thing for quotes. And then stuff I wanted to clean and organize here in my craft room, my studio, some spells I wrote, and then I have all of this extra, which I really don't care because I felt like I used this journal to the max. So I love this. I love how it went. I love the development of what I was trying, and it kind of brought me to a place where I could start doing the real bullet journaling in a book like this. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed playing around with it this last year, and stay tuned. The next video I post is going to be also my January spread for 2021 and how I go about it, mostly doing collage